Urban Dictionary is an online resource for slang words and phrases, as well as interpretations for their meaning and conversational use. Mobile application developer Schroeder Dev created a fun reference app for the iPhone called Slango that resources the Urban Dictionary in an easy-to-use mobile application. What's been happening with these resources is that a lot of users have been making short home videos, often with little webcams, putting the videos on sites like YouTube, documenting their use of Slango and Urban Dictionary, and discussing their favorite slang terms, and even presenting examples of their common use. An agency called Appency Press thought it would be fun to create one of these videos, but give it the appearance of a legitimate news broadcast, presented entirely in urban slang. So our company was brought in to put this video together using a clever tongue-in-cheek script that Appency provided for us. We have a mobile production setup, so we were able to arrange a simple green screen shoot in a rented dance studio. And we were lucky to have a real newscaster as part of our production for this project. Angel Cardenas from News 10 in Sacramento came in to play the part. We shot Angel sitting at a table in front of our screen with the intention of replacing the table with a news desk image and building a virtual newsroom around him in post. And we were going for a fairly traditional appearance with a city skyline as the backdrop. So after keying out the green, we looked through our library of city skylines before finally settling on one of New York. Obviously, the shot we had was taken before 9/11. So we needed to make a few adjustments so our backdrop didn't show primary elements that are no longer there. We did some basic element removal using Photoshop, but not in too much detail, because we knew that most of that area of the screen was going to be obscured by a composited visual element. Also in Photoshop, we created some simple framing for our backdrop window. And then we dropped in a virtual video monitor from our Digital Juice image library, and finally composited some stock visual content onto the monitor to correspond to the newscast topics. After a few extra tweaks and touch-ups, all the elements were put together in Final Cut Pro, and we were very happy with the way the video turned out.
What up, y'all? It's Crazy 8 News Time. This is AC, aka your smooth brevity controller, and this is the news. Primero uno, folks who can't be on the DL. Gangs in our city's lowdown keep firing it up. Johnny Law busting gangsters, frowning on reliable player revenue from drugs, prostitutes, and the Chinese dinero money laundries. It's a cold world, and Pimps is feeling frosty. 5-0 is on the block, but this time they're not looking for payoffs, it's for real. Vanilla and chocolate well-to-dos give their full support to the Cracker Blackjack initiative. Guess is they got money on the table. Which brings us to commodities rising above the rim. In closing hours, the Oriental Nikkei shot up a C note, and the Dow was rock steady too. And Ben Biddy Bernanke kept the interest tied low, telling the people-owned banks to lend some money to the damn people. On the flip, the weather. Same beat on the street, but maybe it'll be sunny tomorrow. Doppler-type folks say it'll be nice, then shitty, then a little warm. So go to bed thinking there's a chance for a nice day. Check the late night for the good and bad news and the sports spread and the latest Persian protest news. This is your host, AC. Keep the peace.